Egypt 1, South Africa 0. Well played, man. Well played. Egypt, well played. Well played. That is how to defend, and that is how to play football when you go down to 10 men. You don't just sit back and say, I want to defend for the remaining 45 minutes. Egypt picked up a red card immediately after Mo Salah scored a goal. They picked up a very, very needless red card. And one thing I saw from Egypt that, tripped me was the fact that they knew that they had better players than South Africa. They knew in terms of quality of players, in terms of experience, they had better players than South Africa. So they did not say, oh, let us sit back. No, they went on. They kept threatening, they kept attacking. And that gave South Africa something to think about, right? South Africa was not comfortable in the game. In as much as, Egypt were down to 10 men, they were not comfortable in the game. They were always looking at their back. When they attack, they will also look at their back, knowing fully well that Egypt can still score another goal. And that is something that other teams should look at. When you go down to 10 men, you don't just, say, okay, let me just stick to defending. You defend, but you still have, attacking players in the team to attack well. So well done to the Egyptian manager. He did exceptionally well. In as much as South Africa is one of the favorites to win the AFCON, they have a good team. They play as a team. They are together. In competitions like this, sometimes you need those, world-class players. Sometimes you need those experienced players. Sometimes you need those players that are playing in Europe to help you. Sometimes you need those big players. South Africa lacked that extra bite from those, international players that will come into your team and bring that extra experience, that extra European experience. They lacked it today, right? Yes, they played well. They tried. They tried to break through the team, but they did not have that extra push, that extra bite, right? Most of their players are locally based players that, all they know how to do is to play in their local leagues, right? And in competitions like this, sometimes you need 2, 3, 4 of those players that, play abroad, players that have experience from more experienced managers that can tell you, guys, this is how we are going to go about it. South Africa they were rushing the game. They were trying to score. When you know that you have a one-man advantage, you are not supposed to be rushing the game. You have an advantage. You are supposed to be taking it bit by bit. You are supposed to be playing the ball, right? Playing with the ball. And instead of South Africa trying to play with the ball, they kept on, trying. You see them shooting from outside. You see them trying crosses. Instead of trying to tire out the Egyptian players and make them fatigue so that they can now have the spaces to score the goals, they were just forcing things. And it didn't work out for them at the end of the day. Well done to Egypt. 6 points now in the bag. Well played.